Hey everybody, this is Chris Holcomb with another terrific Tuesday, another fantastic video of Chris Holcomb TV. Primarily, we're going to make this short and sweet. I do apologize for it being late. Had some technical difficulties, at least volume-wise, with my other video. So I do apologize, but it's a late edition, but it's going to be impactful. Pretty much what I'm going to do with this episode is give you three things to know when you're looking for a property. Primarily, this is for international investors and out-of-town investors, out-of-city investors. If you want to deal with Detroit, primarily, you need to know these three things. Primarily, if you're going to talk to a wholesaler, if you're going to talk to an agent, if you're going to talk to an investor or a real estate investor like myself who deals in the market of real estate in the Detroit area. Also, I think this is value outside of the area of Detroit, too, if you're dealing with the Metro Detroit area. Primarily, to me, these are like your beginning foundation of when you're talking and engaging in the conversation of knowing these things will be valuable for not only you, but also for the individual you're dealing with. Secondly, it gives you some input, what they know, because they can tell you, is it realistic, is it possible, how doable is it, and what will it take to get done. If they don't know the answer to this, or at least understand and say they can do it, then you might need to follow or find somebody else. Don't let them force what they want on you. Be honest and know, as long as you do your due diligence, make sure you know what you're asking for. So number one, I would say is the price. When you're looking to invest in Detroit, you need to know what your price point is. Now, it has, I would say, a lot of sub points, which I'm not going into in this video, but you need to know exactly what you're gonna, I say primarily, what your price point is, and that would be overall price point. So if you're looking to buy a distressed property and put rehab in it, you need to know what your overall price point would be, so then you know what to ask. So if I'm looking at a rehab or a distressed property, if I'm looking at 15,000, I know my overall price point, I only could do 10,000 rehab. Well, that's what you'll tell that person. I'm doing 25 all in. They should be able to tell you what the repairs would be. If not, then they don't know what they're doing as a wholesaler or an investor. They should be able to provide that information. So that's why you'll ask for that. You should know what your overall price point is. If it's cash flowing, well, the price it is the price it is. You also want to take in closing costs if you're dealing with warranty deeds and other processing fees of what the cost would be for you. Number two, I will say it's the type of property. And this is big because if you're looking only for vacant properties, well, then that's why you'll need to know your rehab numbers for number one. If you're looking for cash flowing, then you'll need to know what your ROI is, which is your return on investment. That will give you a better percentage to understand not only the cash flow, but the input of taxes and insurance and everything else that would affect your bottom line. So if you need to know which type you want to deal with. Am I dealing with vacants or am I dealing with turnkey, which is cash flowing properties? Also, make sure they're doing turnkey properties, which is a property that they bought distressed, rehabbed, and then placed a tenant in. You don't want something that they might have lived in and didn't do no rehab just because it was moving and ready and put a tenant in. So when you do ask for a turnkey property or cash flowing property, validate what they rehabbed on it. Validate the history on the property. These are things you need to know going forward. But this is the due diligence you must do if you're not locally here and you can't drive by the property. I would say the final one is know what type. And that, besides the style, or is more of a style that goes with number two, is primarily 3-bedroom brick bungalow. So you need to know if you're going to do frame or brick, if you're going to do 3 bedrooms or 2, if you're going to do 1 bath, 1.5 bath, what's the norm, or what is it you're shooting for. You might want to only deal with colonial properties, which is a different style of brick property where it has the bedrooms all up top and none in the bottom. Or you might want to deal with the bungalow where it only has 1 bedroom at the top and two bedrooms in the bottom. So you have to verify. You might want to deal with ranch where it doesn't even have an upper level. So those are the things you need to know when you're talking to somebody, what you're looking for. Because if you're looking for ranch, it's capable. It's not as many as bungalow as it is ranch in Detroit. So those are things you need to be aware of when you do deal with a wholesaler, deal with a real estate investor as myself, or even an agent, because they're going to just shoot you a list of the properties you're looking for and then the price point. So those are just three, I would say there's three. There's many more that you need to know when you're investing in Detroit as an international investor, an out-of-state investor, out of country, or even out of the city. If you're not familiar with this area, you need to know these things so you can get the right path and get your niche and get your criteria, as we call it, so you'll be able to get the properties you're looking for and don't waste your time, because time is money and you can't get time back. So just wanted to share these quick three important things that a lot of, I believe, people that's looking to buy properties in the Detroit market needs to know. As always, if you like this video, click like. If you want to watch more, there's a link for watching more of Chris Holcomb TV. In addition to that, you can also subscribe, and then you'll get every video I've ever done, at least on this channel. So as always, I appreciate feedback, and I respond to every email, or at least every reply, or every question that you have. So I'm always looking for that, and if you can share some information, I'll take that too into consideration also. Like always, stay consistent, stay focused, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.